Welcome to Golden Bachelor. If you love celebrity news and real entertainment updates, you're in the right place. The story begins with sunshine, ocean breeze, and the kind of chaotic romance only Bachelor in Paradise can create. For weeks, Dale Moss and Kat Izzo had become one of the most talked about pairs on the beach. Some people rooted for them. Some people doubted them, and some people grabbed popcorn just to watch the sparks, both good and messy, fly. But from the very beginning, their chemistry was impossible to ignore. Dale was charming in the way that makes people accidentally forget their drink order. Kat was bold, vibrant, and never afraid to say exactly what she felt, even if the entire beach turned to look. Together, they were fire and fire, two strong personalities trying to figure out if their flames would warm each other or burn each other's eyebrows off. Their connection wasn't smooth, but it was real. One day they were laughing on a hammock like a couple in a vacation commercial, and the next they were arguing with the passion of two people choosing which pizza topping ruins a relationship. And then came the moment that would eventually haunt them. Dale admitted that he had kissed another contestant. Not a scandalous affair, not a secret romance, just a quick kiss that meant nothing to him. But to Kat, who already had trust issues from past relationships, it meant a lot. When he told her what happened, he tried to ease the tension with humor, saying those now famous words, "I deaded it," a phrase that would later take on a life of its own. The relationship survived the moment. Well, mostly. Kat wasn't thrilled, Dale wasn't graceful, but somehow they managed to walk off that beach as a couple. Not engaged, not perfect, but hopeful. And in Bachelor Nation, hopeful is practically a victory. When they left Paradise together, fans thought they might actually make it work. They had passion, they had chemistry, they had a dramatic enough story to write a whole spin-off. But real life is not the beach. And slowly, quietly, something started to shift. At first it was small. A missing selfie here, a skipped comment there. Then fans noticed something bigger. The two had stopped appearing together online. No posts, no likes, no inside jokes on each other's stories. Digital silence, the modern sign that something is very, very wrong. Finally, the clue Bachelor Nation always waits for, the unfollow. Kat unfollowed Dale. Dale unfollowed Kat. The internet gasped so hard it practically lost oxygen. Speculation exploded instantly. Fans on social media went full detective mode, analyzing every post, every emoji, every suspicious gap in their feeds. Some even created timelines of their Instagram activity like they were solving a national mystery. Still, neither Dale nor Kat said a word. Until one unexpected post changed everything. Dale appeared in a playful viral trend with a well-known Bachelor blogger. The audio played that now iconic lyric, "Come on, Superman, say your stupid line." After the lyric, Dale delivered his signature phrase with a smirk, "I deaded it." Funny? Yes. Unexpected? Definitely. A breakup confirmation? Absolutely. The video practically set the internet on fire. Fans weren't ready. They weren't prepared. Some reacted like they just watched their favorite show get canceled in the middle of the best episode. Comments poured in. "Honestly, kinda hate that this is how I find out." "Wait, what? I didn't even know they were together that long." "I'm still stuck on Claire's season. How am I supposed to keep up?" "Say it's not true." It wasn't the classic breakup announcement fans were expecting. No long paragraph, no mutual statements, no carefully crafted emotional captions. Just a joke. One line, one trend, one moment that said everything. But Dale wasn't mocking the relationship. He was simply choosing a lighter way to confirm something that had already been weighing on both of them. Kat, on the other hand, stayed silent. Completely silent. She didn't clap back. She didn't post a cryptic quote. She didn't jump into the comments section with a paragraph that started with "first of all." And for Kat, that silence spoke louder than anything. Kat had already experienced enough heartbreak in the public eye. Her past engagement had ended painfully, and she had learned to protect her heart the hard way. This time, she wasn't rushing to tell her story. She wasn't fighting for attention. She was giving herself space. And that is where this breakup becomes something deeper than just reality TV gossip. Because in their own very different ways, both Dale and Kat were dealing with something most people can relate to: the quiet unraveling of a relationship that once held so much promise. Dale tried to move forward with humor. Kat chose silence and healing. And fans chose to debate their breakup like it was a national election. But what people didn't see were the moments off camera, the late-night conversations where they tried to make it work, the attempts to blend their lives outside of the spotlight, the expectations versus reality of a relationship formed under cameras, the pressure of fans watching, judging, analyzing everything. Love formed in front of millions doesn't always translate into real life. Sometimes the chemistry fades. Sometimes trust gets shaky. Sometimes timing isn't on your side. And sometimes the relationship just doesn't fit the way you hoped it would. But that doesn't mean it wasn't real. Their time together mattered. Their laughter was real. Their arguments were real. Their hope was real. And now, as they step into separate chapters of their lives, they're doing what so many people do after heartbreak. They're learning, growing, and figuring out what they truly want. Maybe Kat will eventually share her perspective. She's always been open, always been expressive, and when she's ready, she might tell her side of the story. Maybe she'll find humor in it. Maybe she'll share lessons. Or maybe she'll simply say she's moving on. And Dale? Well, if there's one thing we know, it won't take him long to make another viral moment out of it. He has a way of turning even heartbreak into something entertaining. But for now, the world watches them from afar, hoping they both find peace, clarity, and maybe even a little joy in the next part of their journey. Because sometimes the end of one story is just the beginning of a better one. Whether you loved them together, loved them separately, or loved the chaos they brought to your screen, one thing is certain: their journey was unforgettable. And, as always, in the unpredictable, dramatic, romantic world of Bachelor Nation, the story is never really over. More twists, more surprises, and more unforgettable love stories are always just around the corner. Thanks for watching Golden Bachelor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next big story.